Hello guys, it is your boy RPG Fans Only Show, aka Retro Boy World here. We are back here with some gameplay, this time with Axel. I wanted to see what was different about him, to see if his basic attack basically did get a little bit stronger. I would tell you what builds I went, but I'll show you that later on in the match, as, yeah, basically. So we're going up against an Oxozo, some other character, I forgot her name, and I think, I forgot the other guy's name too, but I know he's a deep sea summoner. And we got Axel, W.O.L, and Guan Yu. So this was going to be an interesting team. I did go top here. They do have a lot of magic overdrive on me, so a lot of magic AD carries, basically. Their whole team is magical, which is kind of brutal, since Axel's been known to be very weak towards magic attacks. So yeah, I go up here top with Guan Yu. She's healing me as best as she can. I go in here and try to do as much damage as I can. The Deep Sea Summoner has this ability where he can use his third ability and basically go kind of rogue, where he can't be touched, and he can also dish out damage, which is broken as fuck. But it's basically his bread and butter in terms of chase and escape. Most third abilities are basically every character's bread and butter. Some weaker than others, as the ultimate is the key hitter. But yeah, in this case, I just go bot here. I migrate bot here. I get into a little combat under the tower. I'm like, wait, this is dangerous. All three of them are down here. And now that I'm pretty much trapped because I'm fucked. They got me in a loop. I managed to escape, but not for too long. They just basically come and clamp on me. And it kind of sucks, but I gave my team at least a little bit of chance to attack top here. So that's basically what they're doing. I respawn. I go back down here. I'm just like, wait. These guys are pushing the tower pretty hard early on. They're really trying to hit that bottom lane. So I gotta go ahead and pop my third ability. And it's kind of rare for me to pop my third ability at the start of any fight. But since there's three of them, I figured it would benefit more, as I would be able to get more lifesteal from his third ability. And then the more health that I lose, the faster my attack speed was. I go here and jump in with my 2. I secure at least 1 kill. I tried to get 2, but it wasn't going to work that way. I knocked off a little bit of life still. Going for the third kill, I did a lot of damage in that team fight. I think that was a very good exchange on my part. I did try to catch up to her with my second ability, but it did not work that way. So then I had no choice but to run. But she counterattacked and basically turned that fight totally against me. I think I pushed a little bit too far, got greedy. So I watch her migrate top. As my team is pressing very hard, she goes and just basically goes and ganks in on the Guan Yu, and it's just all hell from there. Guan Yu's kind of just like, okay, fuck this, I'm a support, I can't do much. I try to go help my team out, as W.O.L basically goes in for the gank, but he eventually gets murdered off pretty quickly. For an enforcer, if I was there, it would have been easier for him to tank and push forward, as I bodied basically the other guys. So basically it's 3 versus 1 again. This time I'm just like, well, I can't beat these guys on my own, but that second ability from fucking Deep Sea Summoner is just so broken. It is impossible to escape that shit. So I just said, you know what, fuck it. I'm just going to be dying a lot throughout this game. It's already 1-6. I mean, we're just not doing too well right now. They're pushing really hard. They're just destroying towers, and it's just getting really serious. So I just waited for a bit. I said, you know what? I'm going to actually have to plan this shit out strategically, and I'm going to have to let them tower dive and then just gank with my third ability, and then try to get a little bit of lifesteal with my 1, and then if they do try to get away, I'm going to use my 2 for chase. So here I go, pop my third ability. It's kind of rare for me to, as Axel, to pop my third ability so much, but yeah, I do. And I managed to almost secure the kill here. Luckily, he got away due to his heal. And he popped his heal just at the right time, or I could have maybe gotten him. I just kind of gave up on the chase because I was like, he has a lot more movement speed than I do, so there's no point of chasing him down. I'll leave the jungle alone for now, because the jungle will help you grind up more power, but unfortunately it'll leave your team a little vulnerable. W.O.L comes in here for the little support on the gank. I come in here, pop my 1, use my 3 real quick, start getting off a fuck ton of damage. Then we pin him up against the tower and just annihilate him. Thank you very much. W.O.L does manage to steal the kill, but that's fine. It's better if he feeds, because basically, you know, he's the enforcer. He's our frontliner. We're going to need him to feed as much as possible. The faster he gets to 100 power, the better. We get into a little situation here. I decided to back out, but then, of course, I get ganked by that goddamn girl. I forget her name, but damn, she just be ganking the shits out of me all the fucking time. And she does a lot of AoE magic damage. She's the mage assassin, so she's pretty tough, and she's doing that role very well. She's ganked me more times than I've cared to count, and she keeps turning this fight against me. Guan Yu's going bot to see what she can do about that tower, try to clear the lane. W.O.L is back up top, seeing what he could do to hold. So he's holding down the line. He's holding down the fort for me. He did his job. pretty well. I say we're just gonna probably let them have to have this tower because it's not a point of just really trying to kill them at this point. It's just more of being strategic. The tower goes down regardless. He managed to pull me away just fast enough for them to take down the tower. And then so I go ahead and pop my third ability and just say fuck it, I'm just gonna wreck this guy and do a lot of damage here. And that third man, we really gotta take out that deep sea summoner. He is really just becoming a real nuisance in this fight, and it's getting harder and harder to take him out every time we get into engagement because we're not really all teamed up at a fight. So we have to go for a point. I see that there's an enemy in the middle fountain. I go ahead and I wait. I jump in. Firstly, the second ability didn't connect past the barrier, so I wasn't able to jump and surprise gank. But I was able to go ahead and secure this by basically using my third. Unfortunately, I'm not able to catch her because she is extremely fast. She managed to again try to turn this fight around on me, doing stupid amounts of damage. I end up running away, but it doesn't matter because I ended up coming up with another gank because I see that the top tower is being tanked like crazy. Guan Yu uses her third ability, which is a group heal, which is a global heal actually. I go in here with the gank, my second already ready to pop. I pop in with that, boom, knock him up, do a little bit of AoE damage, but it wasn't even nearly enough. Like I said before, Axel has very low magical damage resistance. He is very, very subductible to that shit, and it's unfortunate that they built him like that. It is true that his attack damage has increased. Basic attack damage, this is the build that I went with if you guys are concerned about that. It's pretty much two thunder spears, which give me penetration, and yeah, basically just I went with I tried to go with the highest magic defense that I had, but it just didn't work. I needed a lot of offense because Axel is just more of an offensive character. Defense really doesn't work too well on him, and I get killed here again because that Axel is just broken. All these characters are just broken. So yeah, they're going for our tower here. We're in deep trouble here. We're in deep shit now. Guan Yu tries to go bot, but she thinks about it like, no, our tower is under attack. Let's go. Our base is under attack. We got to go ahead and clear out this minion wave. Then she's going to go back to pressing bottom. They're going to try to do a strategic gank here. It sees the enemies in the middle lane. We have vision on them. W.O.L is down bot. She's actually in engagement with the enemy. W.O.L is going to get taken out due to the Axel gank, but no problem. And then Axel gets a double kill by killing Guan Yu, and he's pretty strong. I think they did buff him 2 patches ago, so it's getting even harder to kill him as well. So that's that ability I'm talking about. It makes him untouchable. But you know what? I said I'm tired of this shit. I'm going to kill this fucker no matter what it takes. So I get my first kill on the board. And we move bots. As I slowly move bot, I start to formulate another plan that I'm going to use my second. There's an enemy there. I try to go for a chase. This bitch right here always has that little fucking signature move. There you go. Her third ability just allows her to just open up a field of just destruction. But unfortunately, with my 2 pops, I was able to secure this kill. Boom. No problem. I pop my third, which gives me a little bit of life still. And since I have my heal back up, we go in for the third gank to take down the third member. Pop my 1 here, come in with my 2. Not enough. He gets stuck under the tower. We go in and engage ourselves even more, and we take the tower on top of that, thanks to Wiggs for the assist. And now we all push bottom lane. We have managed to turn this fight around, and we are going to hopefully win this shit. So we go for their inhibitor. We go for their barracks right now. Take that out. So let's just spawn stronger minions. We wait a little bit. We start to engage on them. We get a little bit greedy here and just start pushing extremely hard, saying fuck this shit. Boom, I'm popping all of my abilities at once, not mattering about what. They go around, they just chase the enemy to just buy me enough time to just smack down their base as much as I possibly can. We do end up regrouping here as W.O.L took a little bit too much damage. Then we find our way and force ourselves on their enemy mage assassin. But before we can do that, we ended up winning the game. And the final score was 6-15. They outnumbered us in kills, but I hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you guys next time.